Hey, how you doing? Clint Butler here. I just want to go over a couple things. One, if you ever followed me, learned anything about me, you know that I was into SEO. Still am really heavy into it. You also know that I went to a live event in Las Vegas. This was late spring, early summer, called No Excuses 3. Couple of the topics that were that were really big was one was SEO, obviously, and number two was mobile marketing. As a matter of fact, we had Amish Shaw there and Jonathan Budd, and both of them uh, preached to the high heavens that mobile marketing was the next best thing, and you're gonna, make gajillions and et cetera, et cetera. I kind of embraced it, but not really. I came out of there. I bought the Amish Shaw's the app code. Checked that product out. It was actually pretty good. Got me a little bit excited about making mobile applications, and you just got the wheels turning. And then Chad Moretta came out with the App Empire. Got a hold of that one. Very, very good. Became even more and more excited. But there was one sticking point that just irritated the dog crap out of me, and that's basically you could get a developer to create these things for you. If you want a really good developer, you're looking at 2 or 3 grand, which is way out of my budget. Or B, you can use, like in the app code, some free resources, free websites to create these things, and then submit them. To submit them, you had to pay $99 to Apple, $99 to Google for the Android thing, and $99 for the Windows to submit to all three different platforms. So there's $300 right there. I'm pretty cheap, so obviously I didn't do it. Uh, or you could get a service like I did, and I just went and I bit the bullet and went with a service, and I have my own team of designers now that create my apps for me. Everything from the screen to the icons to the layout, and they do all the submissions and all that other stuff. And I got unlimited licenses to for them to submit everything for me in all three apps for me, and it's done. Now, if I want to, I bring in the local business, and then I charge them some money, and then I pay my designers their money to go ahead and knock it out and create the app. I show it to my small business owner, and they fall in love with it. They pay me $1,800. I make a $1,500 profit. Everyone is happy. Um, but quite frankly, there's a lot of people aren't willing to take that risk, uh, and there's been a lot of people locked out of it. So here's what I have for you today. This thing has been busting all over the internet today. Actually, it was released yesterday morning. Is when it first popped up, but it was officially launched today, and it's a WordPress plugin. It's called One Click Mobile App, and what it does is it takes WordPress and turns your WordPress installation into a mobile application for you. Let me let that sink in. It turns your WordPress installation into a mobile application for you. Now, you still have to submit them. There's still the submitting fees. If you buy this, let's say you get this thing and you create a couple apps, you sell a couple to maybe a couple offline clients you already have, and then you buy your developer's permission at the Apple Store for $99, and then you get them an Apple mobile app going, and you're set. This thing will pay for itself very, very quickly. Now, as you can see, it uses WordPress. You can integrate all kinds of different things into it. I'm going to scroll down here. Here, it's really, really just as easy. The iPhone visitors who visit your site they're normally presented with an Apple system instructing you to install your app. The web app installs in the user's home screen, and then a custom startup screen loads up and instantly appears your app. And then your app loads inside the Apple WebKit instead of the Safari browser, giving you full control of the user experience. It's very, very cool. And then there's some pop-up settings, icon settings. You can adjust the app startup screen settings. You can turn any WordPress website into an app in about 20 minutes. Now, will I be using this? No. but I've actually bought it and given access to a couple people who thought it was pretty cool. I talked to a bunch of people who may or may not have a use for it, but you might. And honestly, like I said, if you don't have the money to create an app, you don't have the money to set it up right off the bat, to pay the developer, or to buy a service like I did that has the developers already attached to it, then this is the way to go. I'll put a link here for you. Um, you get full developer rights for this bad boy. That means you can create a site, and for an offline business, put this plugin on it, and then give them an instant app. So now you've created a website. Now you've created an app. You can outsource some SEO services. You can outsource some comment stuff. There's really a whole bunch of stuff you can do for people using this bad boy. Right now it's $32.90. It'll go up, as a penny sale is what I think it's going for right now. You never know. I think he might actually take this down and make it a ClickBank thing. I doubt it. I hope not, because this one-click mobile web app is pretty cool. I think you should try it out. If anything, you invest $32 and make your own for your website, and then you can update your readers through a mobile web app versus an email, and they'll check this more than they'll check that email. I bet you 10 to 1. Try it out.